Hello, distinguished colleagues. My presentation is going to be dedicated to such small future outlook. And on the one hand, I will tell you about some general trends in the development of PHOTOMOD that are ongoing for many years already, and I will tell you also about some of the results that we expect to accomplish in the nearest future, and add what new functions we're going to add to PHOTOMOD, and a bit of a future outlook, a number of years ahead, maybe about 10 years ahead, in some respects maybe even for a longer term. I will start with a brief overview of PHOTOMOD's past. It appeared originally in 1994. Then it was quite a simple package which processed single stereo pairs for central projection images. The software improved, and in 1999 we came up with version 2.0, which could process blocks of aerial photography, and then the volumes were not big, dozens, maybe hundreds sometimes. Just gradually the amounts of to be processed data were growing, and version 3 could already process hundreds of images, mostly for aerial photography, and we to implement push-broom satellite images processing. This we use cloud solutions, and we see the development of such a trend as not the selling of software itself, but rather selling software as a service. Now, about how PHOTOMOD is following the main trends in the development of photogrammetry, hardware and software solutions. We've been studying and working on space imagery processing for quite some time. Now we are compatible with all major space sensors, and in future we're going to continue to support and be compatible, provide compatibility to all existing remote sensing satellites. As a rule, the support of their data appears even before the satellite is actually launched, owing to the support from the satellite manufacturers who use their formats and specifications. We're going to continue to develop and provide support for UAVs. We're going to support all existing georeferencing data. We're going to support high-performance hardware architectures locally on the working stations, central processor and GPU, as well as the network capacities when working on computer clusters. Also, we intend to enhance integration of PHOTOMOD with web GIS services to be used to apply services as a source for imagery, as a source for georeference data, and also to place output products on the web services. And we're going to follow all current trends of providing licenses and access to software, which sometimes can help customers more optimally use financial resources of their organizations for data processing, like remote access, provisional licenses, or license access via internet, and so on. Now, a few more concrete things which are expected in the nearest future. They include the support of georeferencing data onboard georeferencing is supported by PHOTOMOD for quite some time. Now we're working on implementation of a mechanism for automatic recognition of ground control points. What I mean here is the following procedure. For instance, you already have some good high accuracy photo plans. You are aware of the coordinates of some of the ground control points, X, Y, Z, and PHOTOMOD, based on the catalog of these coordinates, is going to automatically locate these points on ortho photos and automatically find these points on the source images. In other words, aside from the automatic tying of ground control of checkpoints, we're going to georeference ground control points. So it is a process of triangulation with full tying will be made automatically. And in future, we're not going to abandon this line of work. We are going to use not only ortho photos, but any other data that we can extract georeferencing from, which includes vector maps and georeferenced images. In other words, all possible sources of data. Also, we're going to develop the line of our products that we call PHOTOMOD conveyor, in other words, one-button solutions. We have issued space imagery solution. Now we're working on two products which include conveyor SDTM. This is a conditional title, again a one-button solution for digital terrain model and digital surface model creation for satellite push-broom imagery, and conveyor A. This is a product similar to conveyor S for orthophoto creation, but only for aerial photography. And in future, we have plans to develop a product which could, based on any sorts of input data, be it aerial photography, satellite photography, in automatic mode by pushing a single button, build a whole spectrum of outputs, ortho photos, digital elevation models, 3D models, and so on. Also, now we're working on automatic vectorization algorithms, and we're not only talking about 2D vectorization, but mostly we're working on 3D vectorization by using two or more images in the same location. Version 5 had some tools for semi-automatic vectorization of roofs. Now such instruments are going to be fully automatic. We're going to make them automatic in a number of stages, of course. First we'll prepare tools for automatic vectorization, where the user will still have to choose between different templates of objects that need to be identified. Also, they will have to specify the sphere of interest, and the software will automatically vectorize the objects in accordance with its specifications. In future, we're going to enhance automatization of this process so that a user would simply have to identify what classes of objects, be able to use all types of image acquisition for automatic texturizing of 3D models. A few words now about localization. Initially, PHOTOMOD was prepared in Russian and in English. About 5 years ago, we started to expand the list of languages that the PHOTOMOD is available in. Then we offered Spanish version and then Chinese version. Now we are working on Greek version, and in principle, especially with the issue of PHOTOMOD 6.0, the localization process should be made more simple, and We expect to work on localization for quite a number of languages, virtually for all countries where PHOTOMOD is being used. And a few words now about more remote prospects of PHOTOMOD development. We're going to go deeper into oblique imagery processing because this is a quickly developing trend. We're going to improve the existing algorithms and develop new ones for image matching, for 3D model creation, for object extraction, for automatic classification. We're going to further the new error assessment tool so that the final results be more reliable, or at least we could have certain certitude or more accurately assess the precision of these models. And a few words about the main goals that we set for ourselves when developing PHOTOMOD include a system that will be exact, reliable, flexible for different input data, automatic, fast, and user-friendly as well. Thank you for your attention. I'm all ears, so I can take questions from the floor. Will there be questions?